Hey everyone, today's video is brought to you today by MONSTERBASS. Hands down the best subscription box you can get for all your fishing needs. What makes MONSTERBASS so amazing is that every bait that's in the box is handpicked for the region that you live in. You're not going to get something that would work up in Washington State or Idaho down in Florida. They have their own lineup of custom baits, down from crankbaits, jerkbaits, as well as walking spooks. Not to mention the custom crankbaits designed by Alex Rudd in collaboration with Zach Messer. These baits are hands down some of the best crankbaits I have personally ever used, and I cannot recommend them enough. So head on over to MONSTERBASS, get your subscription. Also, I'll leave a link down in the details as well as a discount code that'll save you 10% on your first box. Hey fishing family, I'm actually joined for the first time in a while with Shaggy over here to do the unboxing for March's MONSTERBASS box. This is known as the Texas Rig box, but I think pre-spawn box should have been the better word to be used, because honestly there's a lot of good baits in here that are going to be good for the pre-spawn. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it. And of course, like always, I'm going to always point out that one of the coolest things about the box is that it has this fold out that tells you what baits will work good with what season. I mean, it's honestly, it's a very great idea for future generation anglers that are coming into it that want to learn about bass fishing but might not know what baits would be more effective to throw and when to throw them. So like I say, I'm always going to compliment MONSTERBASS on this. Excellent. Okay, first thing of course is is the pamphlet that even says on here the Texas Rig, which is the primary focus of it. But there's one cool, really awesome thing about it is that it's not just Texas rigging. It actually has a little section for jig modification as well as spring crankbaits, which I'm a power fisherman. I love crankbaits. And of course, talking about crankbaits, the first bait I see in the box is the MONSTERBASS Hammerhead. This is the Alex Rudd edition in collaboration with Messer Baits. In fact, this is the creamsicle, which is actually a limited edition color. I've used these these little silent slayers before, man. These baits work really well, especially out in Texas. Especially during the pre-spawn, the spots just ate up the Rudd Red. The proceeds to these baits will be going to cancer research, which you will find more information on the website, and I'll put down below as well the link to these baits. So excellent bait, I love it very much. Anyway, okay, we're going to go back into it. And the next bait I see is the Yo-Zuri One Knock Sound. This is the Rattlin' Vibe. I actually have a couple of Yo-Zuri Vibes. These are excellent lipless crankbaits. Honestly, I kind of prefer lipless crankbaits during this time of year because, for one, you can control the depth. I mean, I love using square bills, but the lipless crankbaits, I feel like you're in more control over whether or not, you know, how deep you want this bait to go. It also has an awesome feature, especially if you're going to rip it through grass. I know that if you get these baits caught up in the grass and rip it through, a lot of times it can trigger reaction strikes. I love using lipless crankbaits, and Yo-Zuri is definitely one of the best ones I've ever used. Bravo, MONSTERBASS, this is an excellent addition to add. And of course, now the next thing I see is the stickers, the Dr. Krankenstein sticker, which I love that. It is really cool. And of course the golden ticket, which I'm not going to show that because I don't want you to see the number. The next thing in here is actually the switch blades. These are blades like on a bladed jig. These are used for, I guess these will be used for the jig modification section that you'll see in the pamphlet that comes with this box. I'm actually all for this because I love throwing a bladed jig. It's primarily going to be the first thing I do throw whenever I go fishing. So I think this is an excellent little addition to add to allow customization to these baits. Bravo. And of course, it wouldn't be a Texas Rig box without having hooks for the Texas Rig technique. Now these are the Mustad 3 and 4/0 tube hooks. They're ultra points. Of course, you're going to definitely need something like this if you're going to be throwing Texas Rig. Okay. And next up is the Queen's Tackle. This is the Hammerhead, the tungsten Hammerhead jig, and this is where the blades would be used for customization if you wanted to add a little bit more, I guess you would say, action to the jig itself. I'm so stoked about being able to finally do some customization to the jigs. That's just excellent. Oh, and of course, now we're getting into the plastics. This is it, and this is the Missiles Baby D Bomb plastic. Now, this is definitely going to be one that you want to throw, and there are, like I say, inside the pamphlet, there's actually very good instructions on different techniques to use and how to rig these up. I definitely recommend giving the pamphlet a once over. Seriously, guys, Monster Bass just keeps getting better and better. And of course, in addition to a Texas rig box, you got to have the weights. Well, not only do we get the weights, we actually got the Monster Bass Tungsten. This is the Texas rig and flipping combination pack. These are excellent. They I mean, they come with everything you need: the stoppers, the weights, the beads. This no, I'm actually, forgive me, I'm actually kind of blown away, like just the convenience of this pack. This box is literally a one and done, just well put together, like last month's box, where everything you need is in this box to go fishing. And the last bait, of course, is going to be the Strike King Rage Tail, the RG Cut R Worms. Now, this would be the star of the Texas rig box itself, because you know full well that Strike King's Rage Tails are, well, they're just king. You know they're going to always do well. And I cannot wait to be able to use these baits. Well, guys, that is the Monster Bass box for March, the Texas rig box. And honestly, I feel like it should be called the pre-spawn box, because everything in here is everything that I feel like you would need, especially in the southeast region right now during the late pre-spawn. And before we wrap this up, I got a little announcement. Ben, what is my favorite state to be in?
Asleep.
No, the other one.
Submerged.
Texas. I was talking about Texas and Louisiana as well. Anyway, special announcement, guys. I've talked about it a little bit in the past videos, but this is where I guess you would say is the official announcement. Next week I will be leaving for my new series I'll be shooting, and it's called the Cajun Lone Star Tour. I will be primarily fishing in Louisiana and Texas for the majority of next week. I can tell you this: Lake of the Pines is back on the list of places we're stopping, and Lake Fork. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. We're all supposed to be going back to the Black Bayou, and we will be fishing on an Air Force base out in Louisiana, which I'm very stoked about. This will be the first time I've ever done that on this channel. Well, guys, this wraps up the Monster Bass box. I personally think hands down this box is going to be very versatile and extremely useful, especially in the upcoming series I'm going to be shooting. You will be seeing me use the Monster Bass Hammerhead crankbaits, especially the Rudd Red, and I'm fairly certain I'm going to be throwing on the Creamsicle as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It was nice to actually have Shaggy on here for the first time in a long time. Anyway, I think we're about ready to wrap it up. Guys, God bless, and we'll see you at the next one.
Wait, aren't we missing something? There it is.
No. Okay. You're not helping. Stop. First time, man, I got these knocked out quickly when it was just me, but you come in and just get me cracking up. You're not helping. All right, come on. Woosa, come on.
Be the panda. Be the panda.
Be the panda. Your mom ain't helping either, look. Stop! We're never gonna get this done. Y'all can't see her, but my wife's in there using one of the sensory swings. That's like a peekaboo thing just to mess with us. And she's doing it like a swan lake. I would turn it around, but it would take too long. Anyway, wait, come on, stop. We gotta. Oh, okay.
Be the panda.
Okay. She does a Frankenstein walk, man. Okay. Oh, I've got a golden ticket.
Do you want to go?
No, we're not going there.
Come on, Jesse, let's go and cook.
I do not let him watch Breaking Bad, okay? He's heard me sing that song way too many times. Anyway.